So, after years of asking, I finally said yes to my friend James's hand in marriage in Bestival's Rubber Church of Love. Oh, it was such a passionate ceremony. I know it might seem sudden, but we were both very drunk. It was a one-time offer, and it was a giant inflatable church. I kid. We were actually there for another ceremony. Not anyone that we actually knew, just one of many ceremonies that are happening across the weekend that festival goers just dropped into. Quite casual, really. And as we swung our arms wildly and toasted the new couple to Beyonce's Crazy in Love, I found myself fully embracing Bestival's Summer of Love theme. It's safe to say it was an amazing weekend. Bestival, for those of you who don't know, is an Indian dance music festival. Happens every year on the Isle of Wight in Robin Hill Country Park around the sort of early September time. Been going for about 10, 11, 12 years now actually. The fact you have to get a ferry and then a shuttle bus across to the site does make it feel like a bit of a holiday as well. Now I know this isn't Bestival's fault, but my initial reaction was how small it felt because I'm just so used to Glastonbury, but believe me, there was so much there to do and see. I just remember being shocked that it didn't take over an hour to walk from one side of the park to the other. It's quite cool though. The park is split into different areas, so you've got the more dance-oriented areas of Bollywood Fields and the port, opposite the more chilled out, relaxed vibes of slow motion. Even after exploring each area multiple times, you still find random little things on the umpteenth visit. I remember actually, we were looking around on Saturday night and we stumbled across this crazy, intimate, little psychedelic salon fresh from the 19th century called the People's Front Room, just hidden away in one of the fields. And it was so good that we spent pretty much most of the Saturday night and Sunday actually there, rather than seeing the headliners. Considering the variety of guitar, dance and hip hop talent that was there across the weekend, you'd never believe what the biggest crowd was that we saw. A superstar DJ or an up and coming guitar band. No, the biggest crowd that we saw in the Big Top was for, would you believe it, the Chuckle Brothers. And if all you're imagining right now is a giant tumbleweed, then look them up, give them a Google and you'll see what I mean, just how crazy it is that they had the biggest crowd. They're sort of this comedy duo, but for kids that I always used to see growing up. It was on, kids TV, a program called Chuckle Vision. Amazing at the time, so loads of nostalgia surrounding the set. But seriously, all they did was like a 10-minute set, and half of that was splitting the crowd in half so that we could go to me, to you, to me, to you, back and forth. It was just for 5 minutes as well. It was the most surreal, crazy experience. One song featured their phrase "no slacking," and the other one had them miming keyboards and drums really badly actually. And then the last one was Tinchy Strider's song that he did with them last year, which could have had Tinchy Strider right there and then, but no, instead he was on a screen and they were sort of trying to keep up with it. It was mad, just completely mad. Overall, apart from that, the weekend went without any unusual incidents until we get to Sunday, because on Sunday I managed to get access to the VIP backstage area because my friend James, his sister Sarah does all the sort of PR for quite a few of the bands that are performing across the weekend, so I got a few passes, and would you believe it, the most mad thing happened. I mean, yeah, we got access to the VIP bar and we got to watch a few performances side of stage, which is really exciting, it felt very important and everything, but suddenly the heavens opened, it started raining and I had my umbrella, so I felt quite casual and okay, we'll make our ways to People's Front Room, it's really nice and cosy there. But then I got there, I looked at my bag and I realised I'd left my my jacket, back at the blooming VIP area. Oh, it was just so frustrating. What followed after that was about half an hour of frantic negotiations because as soon as we left, security stepped up and you had to go a different way round to get into the VIP area. It was an absolute nightmare to find it. And by the time I got in, I was just really starting to lose hope. I thought, no, this jacket's gone. I know it's just a jacket, but believe me, it was really starting to rain quite heavily at that point, and I would like to keep warm and waterproof. However, I eventually made my way into the VIP bar, and thankfully these two kind ladies had just put the coat on the side, and they saw me looking around frantically for it, asked what I was looking for, and gave it to me, and it was like everything just clicked to pace. I was so happy, and I thought it was too good to be true. So happy in fact, and so sort of phased out by the whole ordeal that I moved off promptly and slipped over into the mud. All that was missing was a comedy sound effect as I slipped through the air and went splash, and all the mud went all over my jeans. Just blooming typical. And of course I was wearing jet black skinny jeans. Honestly, I'm still trying to get half the mud off. It's been a nightmare. Overall, I would say, though, looking back on it, the mud on my jeans was worth it. It was an absolutely amazing weekend. Seriously, if you haven't been to a music festival before, just give it a go. You never know, you might really enjoy it. I was thinking though, there's all kinds of incidents that happen at music festivals and just events in general. So I was wondering if anything's happened to you that's been absolute nightmares. Any kind of horror at any event that's really made things really awkward for you or uncomfortable. We'd love to hear from you. I just think it'd be great to share them, you all know, sort of share the pain and humiliation together. Let me know in the comments below. Right, I'm gonna get back to getting my off the jeans, as we're doing all day today. I'll see you next time. Insomnia, insomnia, insomnia. Oh, that wonderful topic. Where do I begin? I have a poem about insomnia, actually. It goes, insomnia, insomnia, you crafty old bugger, f off and die. Considering the variety of dance, hip hop and guitar talent that was